Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Tonight I'm doing Taco Bell, so I have a Nacho Bell Grande and some of their little nacho taco things, but I got them on hard shells because I don't like soft shells. So that's what I'm eating on tonight. And actually, I'm switching it up a little bit. As y'all can see, JamieBae is not here, and that is what I'm gonna start calling him, JamieBae. I like that. I don't know why, but he's not here. But I do have one of my good girlfriends joining me. That's what we call it these days. And she said her name is what?
MochaChoka.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but MochaChoka. I don't know. But she does not want to be on video right now. So it's going to be through audio. So she's going to talk to me, and we're going to talk a little bit about relationships and stuff. Me and her talk about this a lot. And she was one of the first ones who was like, you need to get a YouTube. You need to talk about this on YouTube. So it's only right that I have her on one of my videos. All right, guys, so let me get a thumbnail. I should put you on camera. I'm getting the thumbnail of my food. And y'all bear with me. I just want to say really, really quickly, I know that my editing is not good. I also know that my setup is not as professional as it can be. Bear with me because I'm learning. I be up all night, legit all night, trying to edit it and get it right. And it's a learning process. So I'm getting there. You know, give me some time. But just get a thumbnail.
I know y'all gonna let my friend be great. I know you gonna.
Yeah, well, we'll see. All right, and of course, I have Baja Blast Mountain Dew because it's only right when you're eating. What you drinking on?
I was drinking on some Baja. And pineapple juice.
Okay.
So I can let my husband call me MochaChoka tonight.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you need pineapple and vodka juice for that.
No, I don't. It's just enhanced. It's an enhancement.
All right. Well, I just
what
want
are
to
you
say
doing
hungry.
for Valentine's Day?
Because
So do you think we need a Valentine's Day to just set the tone for a romantic night? Valentine's night should be at least 2 nights out the week. Something different and special. Something that put a smile on each other's face. If we practice that, we won't have to spend so much money once a year on this Valentine's Day.
okay, I feel you, and I agree. I think that for me, Valentine's is just what me and my husband do all the time because, as you know, we do date nights and stuff. We go out and then we rent. Occasionally, we'll just take a weekend and go stay somewhere else, stay in a hotel, something like that. But Valentine's, really, to be honest, I don't know because I never really been big on holidays, and my husband will do flowers and stuff like that, but I'm not big on, I don't have to have the chocolates, I don't have to have like all the roses and all that stuff.
Right.
It's just never really been my thing. But I think for some people, you know, that's what they like and that's what they need. So, you know.
I think it's more of a keeping up with the Joneses type thing because you don't want to be the only one in your friend circle that don't really celebrate Valentine's Day and not be able to say, well, he bought me this or he bought me that. You feel what I'm saying? It's more of if my girlfriend, you know, husbands or boyfriends or dudes buy them something for Valentine's Day, it's more comparison. Well, mine bought me this. Well, mine bought me that. So I feel like we have to get out of it.
I feel the same.
And I feel like we have to get out of telling each other what our men are doing. Because you got some women who just sit around you to listen about what your man do for you and be trying to put up underneath you to get at your man.
That's a word. Because they do. Because in my last video, when me and my husband was talking about, having opposite sex friends and stuff, one of the things he mentioned was just how the people you call friends, but how they like to be around you so they can see what you have, and then now they want what you got, not because what you got so special, but because it makes you happy. So now they like, oh, okay, I need to get that, because clearly some people can't find happiness on their own. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what everybody's situation is. I just know that that's what my experience has been. A lot of times my husband, and just a little personal note, I hope you don't get mad at me, but like my husband,
MochaChoka.
MochaChoka, my husband is, we've talked about a few things, and like he's a very sociable person on social media. So like he was the type who always posts a lot of stuff. Sometimes it can be, a little rowdy, sometimes, whatever the case may be. And I used to always be like, his pictures are like thirst traps, because he like posts all these little, trying to be sexy. He was. And, and so like people, females, would see that, and they would see him, and then he would also post about me and about us going places, us doing things, and what we're doing for each other and stuff like that. So I always felt like women would see that, and because they're on friends with him, and that would make them want to be like, oh, okay, so what's up, and stuff like that. And so, and vice versa, because it's the same thing with women. Men see you happy, and then next thing you know, they hey big head and hey stranger in your inbox.
Yeah. So I just feel like if you're doing your own thing,
can't worry about nobody else.
It's hard for somebody to get in your so when it's two people, it's more than two people, that's a circle. When it's about four people, that's your square. So when it's just two people, when you're doing your own thing, it's hard for someone to get in that unless you allow it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless one of y'all allow it. Yeah,
it only takes a brief opening for somebody to get in there and just ravish what you got going on. If you're not paying attention.
You're right about that.
You got to be paying attention at what's going on with your spouse.
Now, also,
make sure they good.
Yeah. So also, just a little back story. I don't know if y'all see my food, but so me and my husband have been married for 9 years. This year, December would make 10. So, and and Mocha Chocolate over here, and her husband married for several years. Like, what are y'all, like 5-6 years in?
Yeah, 6 years, gonna be 7.
6 years gonna be 7. So we're not talking based off of girlfriend, boyfriend. We're talking solely based off of our experiences in our relationships. So I just want to give that disclaimer. This is our opinion of what we think and what works for us. But yeah, I do agree that, keeping people out. I say this all the time, like, she's a good girlfriend of mine. There are a few other females that I talk to, but I don't mix. I don't mix it. Like, if there's a married couple, like, she's a married couple. So if me and my husband was like, hey, let's double date or something like that, we can all go out. But one of the things my husband always said was the reason why he never really did double dating too much, unless it was, well, we really haven't been presented, because I think when we talk about doing stuff, but then, this whole pandemic hit, so we haven't really had a chance to do anything together, all four of us. But the reason why my husband don't is because if y'all know, anybody who's subscribed or watching this video, if y'all know anything about my husband from social media, the way he is on social media is how he is in real life. He's very lovey-dovey, touchy-feely, when we in a good mood. So when we're out in public, he's the same way. Like, he's touchy, he's real affectionate, he's like that. And what we always be saying is like, God, man, we be wanting to go out with other couples, but we would hate for somebody to be like, to us, because of how we are. Because sometimes, like, how y'all see us on videos, like, we vibe real well. So like, he'll just be like, just all in the girls, grabbing ass. That's how he is. He just do that when we out. And not everybody relationships is secure enough to be around that type of vibe. You get what I'm saying? Because we've experienced we've experienced from other couples, where they kind of be like salty in certain situations that we may have, like, you know, that type of thing. And it's not because we portray to be perfect or because trust and believe me when I tell you, honey, we both of us, not just me, but we both got wounds from this 9 years we've been married. Like, we done had some knockdowns, some drag outs, we done had separations, we done had our share of some bullshit. I'm just telling you, we have. And we went through a whole lot to get to this place that we are right now. And yeah, it wasn't easy, but even...
Not to interrupt you,
but... No, go ahead. What are you doing?
Making earrings.
Oh, okay. Y'all, let me plug really quick because I don't want to forget. And then we're going to jump back in. I really wish Mocha Chocolate Chips would tell y'all what her name is or her Facebook page was, because she's super awesome she's just so creative, y'all. And she be doing earrings, and I be like, girl, where the hell you going with this yarn? And what you crocheting? You needling blankets? But nah, she come back and she be having dope earrings, and she do shirts, and she do custom. She can customize whatever you need. I need to go ahead and put my order in for this rug that I want. But, oh my God, that'd be so dope for a customized rug in here. But anyway, she's super dope, y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure by the next time we do this video, because I know she's going to be on some more, she'll be comfortable enough to put her name out there. And y'all can go ahead and check her page out and start placing some orders. Because, you know, we supporting our queens, not just black queens, but we supporting our queens all 2021, period. We supporting, period. But, yeah, we doing that all 2021. But, okay, anyway, I'm sorry, I had to plug that in before I forgot. Go ahead.
So, I was going to piggyback off what you were saying about other couples not being secure in their relationship to experience someone else's happiness. You know what? I had an incident like that before. But you know what? I'm a true believer in spirit. Like, your spirit got to be a certain way. I feel like if you're surrounded around love, it is so contagious. It's contagious. Love seeing love make you want to experience love. So you and him are being affectionate, you know, it's quite natural for it to rub off on someone else. You know, that's in there. It's in there. It's really easy if I see somebody else kissing on their loved one.
That you want to do it too. Yeah. But see, you know, like you said about spirits, some people's spirits are off. So whereas if me, you, chocolate chip, and what we gonna call walnut, I don't know, but if all four of us was out and me and him being that way, well, you, because your spirit is not to be competitive, your spirit is not to be anything malicious, you would be like, oh, you know, what the hell am I gonna call this man? Because I be want to call his name so bad and it slipped up. I'm trying to think.
Huh?
What you said? No, I ain't calling him no names. You be calling him at nighttime when them babies be asleep. Now I ain't calling him that. But when your husband is natural, you'll want to be that way. But it's people out here that I've been around who have a hateful spirit, and like it instantly becomes.
It only takes one time to experience it.
I'm telling you, and that's it.
We can't flow no more.
And that's it. Cause I'll pull away real quick. So,
I just want to be around people with the same spirit aura as me. I'm so big on spirit. I could feel stuff. You know, that's the Pisces thing. I feel it when it's off. And I don't want to be around you and your mans and y'all beefing and not engaging. You know, not.
I'm telling you, because it's hard. Look, I remember like when me and my husband was like, when we be like at odds or something and we go out, it's the most uncomfortable experience because we ain't talking to each other, so we ain't talking to nobody else. So it's just like everybody just sitting there looking at everybody. It was because we were beefing. So I'm glad that we're in a better place now that we know how to what's going on between us, leave it at home. But younger us would be like, it don't matter where we at, it's on site. Don't say nothing to me, I ain't saying nothing to you, and I don't care who feel uncomfortable about it. But we've grown. We've grown.
See, I feel like just a moment. I feel like a relationship is just like a person. Relationships have a growth spur at a certain time in that relationship. You either stay like short, like at a certain time in my life, I stayed short, and then I had a growth spur when I was like 13. That's how relationships are.
Mm-hmm.
They have growth spurs. So if you just stagnant in a relationship and there hasn't been a growth spur, something wrong with the relationship.
Right, because it has to. Either you're going to grow together or you're going to grow apart.
If it's worth having, you got to start doctoring the relationship up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It takes a you and me type of doctoring.
Mm-hmm.
You doctor you, I doctor me, we doctor we. You know? Yep.
You're right about that.
All relationships are the same, and they're not going to be perfect. Nobody's relationship is perfect.
Mm-mm.
If it's perfect, something wrong with it still. Because there's just no way in the world. There's no way. God made just one perfect man and one perfect woman. There's no way. They're alien. They're not from Earth. They ain't even from here.
Listen, I don't know.
They are Martian.
All I know is me and mine ain't nowhere near it, and that's okay. I wouldn't trade for anything.
See, that's the glory in it. That's the fine point in it.
Mm-hmm.
With y'all not being that perfect couple, but able to get through these storming situations.
Exactly.
Y'all add like hope for other people.
Right.
Like they do so much. I know that, you know,
if they can get through it, I can get through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say like they've been through so much. It's just that if it can be done.
Right, it can. You can get past it. You can get past it. Because you know what? Girl, we'll spend so much time, and when I mean we, I mean women, we'll spend so much time being so angry at our man for something that they done or we thought they did or something like that. And to be spiteful and to be vindictive, we will stay in that situation. Like I know there's been plenty of times, you know, me and my husband got into it to a point where he was just like, so why you here? And I'm like, well, why you here? And instead of me just like, oh, okay, because at that point, we're going through a situation where I feel like I've been wrong. So if I feel like I've been wrong, instead of me like, okay, either we gonna get past this because, you know what I'm saying, whatever, or I'm gonna leave, I'm just gonna keep going, we just gonna keep going at it. It's gonna keep being a toxic situation because I guess maybe, I don't know what it is. I don't know about anybody else. I just know that it been times where I've been in a situation with my husband where I know that I'm so unhappy or so whatever in that situation that we were in at that time that I probably should have just like, all right, we need our space or something like that. But I stayed in it even though and I didn't stay in it with the positivity mindset of, oh, okay, I'm going to make this better. I was like, where the fuck he going? Because you done made me unhappy, so you finna stay here, and we just ain't going to talk, and we just ain't going to do this until, you know, you say I'm sorry. So, you know, we can be,
I think that's very true. Like,
you know how we are.
Cause I know I've had that feeling before. I have. You ain't finna go nowhere to hurt me. No,
be like, look, be like, why don't you get the fuck out? Look, y'all. I remember one time me and my husband got into it, and I was just like, you can go. And when he was getting ready to leave, I'm like, in my head, like, I know this motherfucker is not about to leave. Like, first of all, what you not finna do is leave out my goddamn house. You is not about to leave me. And it's like, but didn't you just tell him to leave? Didn't you just tell him to get his shit and he can go?
All these emotions I got on, all this turmoil, all this hurt I got, and you think you just gonna leave me? Is you crazy?
Right. Oh, so you gonna hurt me and then leave me, and then you think that's how we gonna do this? No, we not gonna do this. You finna stay here, and I'm gonna be mad, and that's just how it's gonna go. But women can be so toxic, y'all. We really can.
And men can too.
Oh yes.
Is different from a woman's toxic. Yeah. You know, we aim to hurt when we've been hurt.
Yeah, you know we do. And you know what we do? Not all of us. So really, to be honest, I'm speaking more so like on me and chocolate chip granola bar. What we do is we will place ourselves. Y'all, let me speak this word to you. We will put ourselves in a situation with our men when they're hurting us to a point where we place ourselves in a way that we feel like they need us, so that when we get vindictive, it's like, I will take all this shit away from you. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, we will, like, okay, let's just say, and not saying that this is my situation, but let's just say I caught my husband cheating. And I know it, because, you know, we don't say stuff. Now, sometimes we blow off on the handle, but we don't always say something right when it happens. You know, we got to talk to our girlfriends. We got to, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say we find out, and instead, I know I'm guilty of this. Instead of like, okay, let's address this situation, let's attack it right now, I'll hold that shit for a little bit. I sit on it, I stew on it. But I'm going to position myself in a way you feel like our relationship is good. You don't know that it's no problems. You like, babe, you picking up my laundry. You gonna come do this, you gonna come do that. Like, I position myself in a way that you need me in that time. And then I'm like, motherfucker, this is what you was doing. And he's like, damn, wait, that was like a month ago. Like, what are we talking about right now? I'm really bad about that. Again, growth. But women, we sometimes, because we're so toxic sometimes, and not just because we're toxic, we get hurt. And in our way of when we're hurting, we want to hurt you in a way that's a little bit different. So whereas you might go and sleep with this female, or you may go and hit somebody in their DMs or inbox or whatever these messages is called, we want to do something that's a bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? We want to be like, oh, that's my motherfucking car you drive. That's you can get the fuck out of my house. You know what I'm saying? We do it on that level. But growth, honey, because these men don't be having time for it.
A self-preservation type of thing with me.
Yeah.
When I be hurt, I be like, no, you're not finna handle me as much as I done been through with you, and as much as we got going on. No.
Like, I done watched your dirty drawers. I done seen you at your worst, and you gon' hurt me.
Yeah.
but you know,
I'm trying to protect me at all costs when dealing with you. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be taken care of in the midst of whatever you got going on, or who you messing with, or whatever. You might be doing that, but at the end of the day, it's me you gonna need. That's why I put it in. Because they're not going to handle you the way I handle you.
And we position ourselves to be that way so that we can have that leverage. But here's the thing, though. It took me until today to realize that shit just hurt us more. Like, being that person for them, because, you know, we say, I know I've said it, I'm pretty sure you've said it, like, she ain't gonna do you nearly as much as I did for you. She's not gonna treat you how I treat you. She's not gonna give, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all felt that way. But, like, sometimes we can be intentionally putting ourselves in situations that we end up hurting ourselves more. Like, I would probably end up hurting myself more trying to show you that you need me than I would have if I would have just let you go, you know, about your business at that time. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Again, we have grown, and it's definitely us part at this point.
See,
Husband.
that's that growth spurt. See, you and him has had a tremendous growth spurt. Everybody don't have growth spurts
Yeah.
in a relationship, and those be the relationships that need to be done with. Because if you're not growing, you're not going nowhere. Mm-hmm. So why even subject yourself to that same like over and overness?
Mm-hmm.
Like, ain't you tired? And I'm tired. Like, let it go. It's okay to let go. It's okay to be done. It's okay when you really know that you ain't supposed to be with him, because you ain't hurt nobody but yourself.
Amen. Go ahead and in this on this note, just, you know, in protecting your peace, because a lot of times we don't protect our peace, but you got to protect your peace. But in protecting your peace, you also have to be peace. So you know how you see those things on Facebook where it's like it's I can't recall the actual quotes that I see, but just bottom line is in order for you to obtain peace in that relationship, because a relationship is two people, your marriage is two people, so you can't just focus. I mean, you can focus on your peace, but at the same time, in order for me to be at peace, my husband has to be at peace, because when he's not at peace, I feel it. Those vibes on me, I'm not. So if I want to have a peaceful household, I have to make sure he's good. If he wants to have a peaceful household, he has to make sure I'm good. Which means that at some point, either we're going to have to work this thing out, like Chocolate Chip Granola Bar said, or we're going to have to work that thing away. Like, we're going to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Fun quote that I absolutely love. If the pain to stay is greater than the pain to leave, somebody gotta go. But anyway, y'all, we coming back with some more videos, some more topics. Don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe. And bye.